Forget St. Patrick's Day, forget Easter. March 14th is Pi Day, the day that honours that most magnificent of numbers that begins 3.14, hence 314 or March 14th as the date. Here to celebrate with us are enthusiasts of the magic number pi, Tanishq Abraham, a 10-year-old college student, and his sister Tiara, who at 8 years old is also taking college classes. Tanishq, just kick us off. Before we do that actually, we have some pie. So here's a little bit of pie. This is pecan pie, and I'm told that you've never actually eaten pecan pie. If you just take the little middle bit, because I know you don't like nuts, then it's actually not that bad. It's kind of pretty good. It's basically just sugar, like all pies. So you can either eat it, or you can just put it down. See, now what's going to happen is the whole segment is just going to be you eating pie. So can you explain to people who maybe they remember from elementary school, but maybe they don't really remember exactly what pie is, what it is?
So, pi is the circumference of a circle over the diameter of a circle.
So we can look at that here. I've got it up on my computer here. So the diameter obviously is the distance across the circle, the circumference is the distance around a circle, and pi is this weird ratio, right, between the two. Why does it matter?
So, first of all, pi is approximately 3.14, and that's how the Pi Day comes, because Pi Day is on March 14th, and when you write it in number day form, it
looks like 3.14, although in my country you would write it 14.3,
yeah.
So I don't know what
Some
that
places
is.
it's
The 14th
later,
month of the year, there isn't one. I guess that's February. And do you know the origin of pi? Where did pi come, who discovered it? Where did it come about?
Well, it's always been there, but it was the knowledge of pi was probably started around 25,000 BC, when the Great Pyramid of Giza was
2500 BC.
2500 BC,
yeah.
When the Great Pyramid of Giza was built. The perimeter of the pyramid over the diameter of the pyramid was roughly 2 pi. And then later on, during the biblical times, people probably had knowledge of pi and probably used it when designing a ceremonial pool in the Temple of Solomon. And then Archimedes, which is a famous mathematician and scientist, calculated pi as 22 or 7. And the symbol pi actually came about by William Jones in 1706, but only was popularized by a famous mathematician known as Leonard Euler.
Wow, you know a lot about this.
That's just the brief history. There's a lot more to that.
Now, since the number was discovered, mathematicians have always tried to find an end to it, but it doesn't seem that there's actually an end, right? Let's take a look at what happens when we try to get computers to find the end of pi.
Computer, this is a Class A compulsory directive.
Compute to the last digit the value of pi. As we know, the value of pi is a transcendental figure without resolution.
Do you think we'll ever find an end to pi?
Definitely not. Pi is an irrational number, which means that it cannot be represented by any fraction, but it also means that it repeats all the time. Well, it doesn't repeat, it goes on forever. But it doesn't repeat, there's no pattern, but it just goes on forever. And so there's no pattern, so it's really hard to memorize pi, but...
I'm sure it is. Let's actually just show our viewers what pi is, because there are so many digits. Let's take a look, and we can put it up on the screen. It's 3.14, and then it goes on and on and on and on. There it is. We've got it colored differently, and it's just scrolling. We'll just let that scroll across the bottom of the screen there. Now, Tiara, you have memorized pi to a lot of digits, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of your hobby?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you want to show us? What pi is? Do you want to recite it for us?
Okay.
Great. I know it's easier for you to stand up, so you can stand up and you can walk around and you can do whatever you want as you give it to us. Go for it.
Yeah. So I'll be reciting 80 digits.
80 digits. All right, go for it.
0. 628620899. Thank you.
Wow! Wow! That's incredible. You can take a seat. How did you even, I don't even know how you do that. I don't even know my own telephone number. How do you remember that many digits?
Well, I practiced for like 4 days. I kept like practicing a lot.
4 days doesn't seem like very long to learn 80 digits. That's amazing. Tanishq, do you have any other interesting pi facts about the number, or about? I know that you like to look at people whose birthdays are on March 14th, right? Do we have any famous people whose birthdays are today?
Some famous people that have pi birthdays are Albert Einstein, the scientist, Johann Strauss, the composer.
I think Billy Crystal was one, right?
Yeah, Billy
the comedian.
Crystal, actor and comedian. Quincy Jones, music composer and producer. And Jerry Greenfield, co-founder of Ben and Jerry's.
Right, he's got some ice cream there in that photo.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan is an Indian, a Bollywood star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got his website up here. That's him.
That's not the actual Amir Khan.
That's a wrong Amir Khan?
Yeah.
There you go. Shows what we know about Bollywood here at HuffPost Live. I tell you what, Bollywood stars could walk in the door there, and I wouldn't even know the difference. I wouldn't even know who they are. But that's just because Americans don't pay attention to anybody else.
And of course,
yeah.
Our Dr. Zachariah Matthew, our grandfather, who is celebrating his 75th birthday today.
This is your grandfather's 75th birthday.
Yep.
That is so sweet. That's excellent. Tanishq, what do we use pi for? I mean, I know you went through history and you were telling us about all these great things that have been used for in historical times. Do we use it today?
Definitely. Of course, we use it we use it to calculate areas of circles and the circumference of circles, and also and use it for like spheres, and then we use it also like in trigonometry. And those are really the major areas we use pi. And obviously these fields of mathematics are found everywhere, like in calculating distances, like heights of buildings, and all over the place, and also in science a lot. So
it's amazing. I want to take a look at some other, and I think we have an image of Amir Khan, right? The actual Amir Khan. Now let's take a look if we actually have that. The correct one.
Yeah, that's the right one.
The actual one. If you walk through the door with a bowler hat on, I guess you'd figure that's got to be the actor. Let's close with a few comments that are coming in from viewers as they watch this online. Kyle Goldfinch, who's in Australia, says, "Well, happy Pi Day to all of you from Australia, because it is the 14th in Australia. Yes, it's tomorrow already, but down under." Liz Martinez says, "I can't even remember my phone number." And I believe that Sarita Teresa has a last one for us. "See you all tomorrow. This little girl has blown my mind." Me too. Thanks so much, Tiara and Tanishq. It's great to talk to you. Happy Pi Day. Stay
Pi
tuned.
Day.
Thank you.
Happy Pi Day.
Thank you very much. Plenty more conversations coming up right here on HuffPost Live.